Welcome back to the video, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally time. We finally out here, man. We finally out here. The spoiler previews are now out for Black Clover's final episode 170, Haruka Mirai. I like to call it the final episode of the Black Clover anime season 1. Yes, that does mean I do believe Black Clover is returning in one way, shape, or another. I believe the anime manga canon is going to take a few years for it to return, but I do wholeheartedly believe we are getting a movie announcement in March 30th, and you know what it is? That is only 24 days away for the announcement to finally happen, and honestly, I'm super excited by it. But guys, if you've been living under a rock, the Black Clover anime is officially ending on March 30th. It is the final episode of the Black Clover anime season 1. The reason it is ending because on episode 170, it will be adapting chapter 272 of the manga, and the manga right now is at chapter 284. Anime episodes takes about 6 to 5 months to create each episode, and it's just impossible to create the next episode because there is simply not enough content left. But anyway, guys, before we jump into the spoilers, guys, this video obviously contains massive spoilers for the Black Clover anime's upcoming episodes 168, 169, and 170. So if you do not want to be spoiled, leave the video now. But yeah, that's pretty much, honestly, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, and other than that, guys, as always, for the manga fans, the next chapter is this week Sunday. We're going to be live streaming, so be sure to be there. And yeah, if you're anime only, leave the video now. This is for the manga fans. We're going to be discussing the final episode. So with that being said and done, let's just jump straight into Black Clover spoilers for episodes 168, 169, and 170. Jumping straight into it, as you'll know, this week Tuesday it is episode 167. Starting off with 167, the rumored biggest episode ever in the history of the Black Clover anime. It is set to surpass episode 100. That is insane. An episode to surpass episode 100. 167 is the big one, the one you need to watch this week Tuesday. But leaving 167 aside, spoilers are out for 168, 169, 170, so let's jump straight into it. Black Clover episode 168 summary. In order to perform the Cliff-Off Advent ritual, Yami Sukehara of the Black Bull and William Vengeance of the Golden Dawn are to be taken by the Spade Kingdom. Noct Faust, a mysterious wizard and a devil host, appears in front of Asta. Noct tells Asta that he will teach him how to use the power of the devil. At the same time, in the Clover Kingdom, an urgent meeting between the leaders of the Magic Knights are held. Yuno joins the meeting as the vice captain of the newly destroyed Golden Dawn. Yo! Starting off, it looks like episode 168 is going to be adapting the chapter where Asta meets Noct for the first ever time. It's obviously going to be adapting as well the captain meeting, or at least parts of it looks like. And I do just want to point out, the preview, it absolutely shits on Yuno. Yuno joins the meeting as the vice captain of the newly destroyed Golden... Yo, what is up with this Yuno slander, man? What the fuck? I do believe episode 167 is going to be ending with Yami being taken away. Starting episode 168, maybe with a flashback that Yami was taken away. We saw that flashback of Asta. Obviously, Asta then wakes up in hospital where he's being examined, and then obviously Noct walks in there. So I believe that is where 167 and 168 are heading. But moving forward, Black Clover episode 169. At the battle in the Heart Kingdom, Noelle, Silver, and her teammates are caught in an explosion caused by Vanaka's magic. Noelle and the rest wake up at the place where the elf tribe was struck by the Heart Kingdom. They meet with an unexpected people there. On the other side, Asta decides to learn how to use devil magic from Noct, but the method is dangerous and involves the usage of forbidden magic. In order to master the power of the devil and defeat the Dark Triad, he must overcome the challenge at all costs. I believe this episode is where it ends with Asta finally defeating Libe. I believe in 169 is where we're going to get the Lucida flashbacks based on the previews for next episode, which we're going to talk about. But I believe 169 or 168 rather is going to end with Noct saying the other Dark Triad members attack the other places. I believe the episode it ends is where Noelle wakes up, and then obviously in 169 it's going to be where Patry tells Noelle and the others, we're going to teach you ultimate magic. So that is pretty much setting up that pretty perfectly. And finally, the final episode of the Black Clover anime season 1, distant future or faraway future, or Haruka Mirai, however you want to say it in Japanese, in English, or in different pronunciations. Episode 170 summary. Due to the spell Noct used, the devil who gave power to Asta until then have showed up. To master the power of the devil after he battled and defeated him, he needs to make the devil give in. Now this part where he says after he battled and defeated him means that 169 is going to end with Asta winning. Remember when he was using Yami's technique and even Noct noticed that's Yami's technique? I believe that's where 169 is going to end. And in 170, he needs to make the devil give in. But suddenly, Asta does something especially crazy. Obviously, this is where Asta opts in for an equal contract. Meanwhile, Yuno next appears in chapter 272, so it looks like this is adapting 272 as well. Noelle and the others, I'm not entirely too sure what they're going to show with Noelle, but it looks like they're going to include some anime original scenes of Noelle as well, in order to also take their revenge against the Dark Triad, are trying to get even more power, to get back Yami and all those who were taken away, to save the world from the threat of the devils. A new story begins now. Dude, what an ending. What a preview ending for the final episode of the Black Clover anime. It's such a bittersweet ending, and it really makes you think where it's going to end. Personally, I believe from this preview, since it talks about Yuno, I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point that it is going to be ending with chapter 273. So it is most likely going to end the panel where Noct and everyone else begins their invasion of the Spade Kingdom. I think it's going to be just before we get introduced to Mercutio, and Sally, Valtos, and Rades. I believe it's going to end with them just standing on the castle, getting ready to move out. I believe that is where the anime is going to end with chapter 273. But at the end of the day, we're just going to have to wait and see, because the Noelle anime original scenes sound really interesting. Honestly, I'm going to absolutely cry if they play Haruka Mirai in the final episode. I am not ready for this, man. Fuck, this shit is going to be so sad. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, where do you think the Black Clover anime is going to end? Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. My name is Sumi, as always. Peace.